You've got to have no goals. Now, by that I don't mean not to have goals. We all know how important it is to set goals. Goal setting has been drummed into us. We get that, right? I'm talking about the type of goals that we set. Traditionally, most people set what we call yes goals. Goals for the number of yeses you're going to hear. How many people will say yes to your presentation? How many people, or how much will they buy? How many units? How many dollars? Those are all the results of people saying yes. Matter of fact, most reports that you have in your work are all yes reports, aren't they? It's all the stuff that happened because of yes. No goals are setting goals specifically for the number of times that you intend to hear people say no to you. And you might think, well, geez, it doesn't make sense. Yes is what I want. Yes is the destination. No is how you get there. The problem with just having yes goals is this. Take a copier salesperson, classic example. His goal is to sell 2 copiers, okay, for the week. Got to get 2 leases. Goes out on Monday morning, makes the first call. Person says yes. Makes the second call. Person says yes. By noon on Monday, he has 2 sales. What do you think is going to happen to the rest of that week? He's going to golf. He's going to lay by the pool. He's going to do paperwork. He's going to clean the garage. He's going to do a lot of things. He's going to cut out early on Friday for a 3-day weekend. He's going to do a lot of things, but I'll tell you what he isn't going to do. He isn't going to keep hearing no, and he isn't going to get past 2 copiers. Because he had a yes goal of 2, that any time we tend to hit our yes goal, we tend to slow down or stop. We start with the idea that the goal is to get to this number. When we get there, we say, great, goal accomplished. But if you were setting no goals instead, goals, specific goals for the number of times people are going to say no to you, let's take that same copier salesperson. Let's say he had a goal. Your emotional reaction to yes and no needs to be of equal intensity. In other words, most of us have this tendency that when we hear no, we get all upset and we get all deflated. And it throws us for a loop. And we go have a quart of Haagen-Dazs or, climb in the corner, whatever it is. And then we get a yes, and what do? We're happy and we celebrate and we high-five and we're all jazzed. That emotional swing is a problem. Because if you have a negative reaction to no and a positive reaction to yes, then you're going to be back with the old model, aren't you? Trying to always go for yes and trying to avoid no. If you can get a positive reaction to no and not let it affect you so that every time you hear no, you go, okay, another no, another no, another no, the yeses are coming. Right? Then eventually the yeses happen, and instead of celebrating, you go, great, got a yes, got to keep going for no, going for no, going for no. In other words, this emotional roller coaster, and if you think of it in this terms, what's the shortest distance between 2 points? Straight line. What's the shortest distance between you and success? Straight line. It is not on an emotional roller coaster. It is on an even-keeled emotional reaction. You want to keep an even emotional reaction. The goal here, ideally, is to have all of your emotional reactions to yes and no to be in what we call... Here are some selling statistics that you have to be aware of, that you must know. 44% of people give up after hearing 1 no. 22% more give up after the second no. 14% more give up after the third no. 12% more give up after the fourth no. That means that 92% of all salespeople give up before getting a 5th no from customers, and yet the research project this came from proved that 60% of all customers say no 4 times before they finally say yes. So if most salespeople have quit before the 4th no, it means 92% of people have gone home. You want to get in the top 8% within your industry? Learn to start getting 5 or more no's from your customers.